Today, I have cloned the top 30 players in the NBA and given them all their own teams. These are what some of the rosters are looking like, and we are going to see which superstar cloned 5 times would make the best NBA team. So basically, I just took the top 30 highest rated players, and that's how I chose them. So this actually worked out perfectly that everyone who was an 87 overall or above ended up making the list, and yeah, made it really clean and easy. I didn't have to be biased. I didn't have to pick anybody. So we'll just go through some of these rosters. You know, the Sixers with Embiid, obviously the Bucks with Giannis, Bulls with DeRozan, Cavs with Mitchell. You know, looking at the rosters, you would think the best, most favored teams would be small forwards that can kind of handle the ball and shoot the ball and drive the ball. So I think the favorite should probably be the Mavs, maybe, because Luka's 6'7", he can rebound, he can shoot, he can pass. You kind of got everything you need there. Obviously, the Lakers with LeBron, probably a 5-man LeBron team. I don't think it gets better than that. The Nuggets with Jokic, I mean, the passing might just be so insane that they just score every single time down the court. Zion is the best simulation player in the game, so I mean, maybe he just wins outright with the 5 of him. Bam Adebayo made the cut. I don't know how he's going to be as a 5-man team, but yeah, Harden as a 5-man team, I'm not really liking the defense. Davis, I don't know about the ball handling. I mean, it's kind of tough, right? They got the shooting and the scoring, but they might get wrecked on defense. I think the Timberwolves, even though they're one of the lower rated teams with Paul George, actually could be one of the better teams. They've got size, shooting, handles, not the best passing, but Paul George is a boss, so I think that could be a good team too. According to 2K, they have released their preseason power rankings, and they have LeBron's Lakers number 1. They got Tatum at number 2, Anthony Davis at number 3, Embiid at 4, Jimmy Butler at 5. Wow, so 2K thinks the worst superstar is LaMelo Ball, who I have on the Hornets, and Kyrie Irving, who I have on the Magic. The Kings got Sabonis, Cavs with Mitchell. Wow, they don't think Paul George or Zion are going to be good. So this is really interesting. We're going to simulate the season, check out the stats, check out all of that stuff, and see how it is. I'm controlling every team, so I'm going to switch up the teams. We're going to start out as the Lakers and see how LeBron's Lakers start out the season. All right, I'm not going to check out all the stats and the standing quite yet. All right, we're going to check out the standings early on in the season. Luka Doncic is 34-3. Woo! Zion 28-8, Jokic 27-9, LeBron 25-11. Okay, kind of what we expected. So I was wrong about Paul George. My man is in the playoffs right now, the offs, but he's the 8th seed. Worst teams, Devin Booker 6-31. That is rough. Utah Jazz are actually Jaylen Brown. They are a not looking good. Trailblazers with Dame not looking good. Sabonis not looking good. Harden not looking good. In the East, Team Tatum, just like Luka, dominating. Team Jimmy Butler, also dominating. I mean, Jimmy's such a well-rounded player, it makes sense, but the shooting a little questionable. Team Giannis, not quite there. Team Durant, not quite there. Okay, who's the worst in the East? Okay, Team Bradley Beal, we're not surprised. Team LaMelo, not really surprised. Team Tyrese Halliburton, I thought they maybe would be better. You know, they got all the passing, the shooting. The Raptors, okay. So about, halfway into the season, Team Luka is scoring 141 points a game. Team Zion, Team Tatum at 139. The best defensive teams, Team Anthony Davis, Team Joel Embiid, and Team Jimmy Butler, all holding everyone under 110. So these teams are pretty godly. The worst defense, no surprise, Team Trae Young, allowing 133.9 points per game. So is Team Bradley Beal. The worst offensive team, Team LaMelo and Team Tyrese Halliburton. Team Kawhi also very bad on offense, so kind of surprising there, but I guess not really. Not a lot of passing. All right, let's simulate through the All-Star break and see, I guess, which players make the All-Star team. We're going to check the player stats at the end of the season. I just want to do a little mid-season check-in. Guys, comment who you think is going to win the championship in this simulation. Do you got Team Luka, Team Tatum, or do you got somebody else? Dude, so in the All-Star game, 2 Giannis's made it, 2 LeBron's made it, 2 Jokic's made it, 2 Mitchell's made it. Oh, 4 Giannis's made it. I'm sorry. 4 Giannis's made the All-Star team. 4 Luka Doncic's made it, 2. Another LeBron. Wow. Okay. Wow. Not a lot of variety in the All-Star game. Like, literally, okay. Yeah, Luka and Giannis had 4 of themselves in this game. LeBron had 3 of himself in this game. I mean, Jokic had 4 of himself in this game. So it's going to come down to the wire. Let me know who you guys think the MVP is going to be. I'm guessing it's got to come from Team Luka or Team Jokic. I mean, 4 of them? Or are they too balanced? I don't know. The MVP was one of the Luka Doncic's. Now, some of the other options. The minutes leader was this. I don't know how the minutes, everyone was supposed to play the exact same amount of minutes. They're all roughly the same. But the minutes leader was one of the Jimmy Butlers. We're not surprised about that. The points leader was the Luka that won MVP. Zion right there, a Tatum right there. Another Luka, another Zion, another Tatum. Wow, it went Luka, Zion, Tatum, Luka, Zion, Tatum, Luka, Durant, Tatum. That is really weird. The assist leader, a bunch of Jokic's. Bro, the IQ on a 5 Jokic team. Nikola Jokic was 5 of the top 7 assist leaders. Jesus. The steal leader, the Kawhi Leonard, but then it was a lot of Jimmy Butlers. Block leader, Embiid, and then Anthony Davis like 5 straight times, but 2 of the Embiids made the top 5. Turnover leader, Kawhi Leonard. The foul leader, LaMelo Ball. He fouled a lot, okay? Zion was most improved. Jason Tatum went 72 and 10, so he wins his guy Coach of the Year. Somebody else went 71 and 11. I'm guessing that's the Mavericks. The All-NBA first team, 2 Lukas, 2 Giannis's, and a Jokic. The second team, 2 Lukas, 2 LeBrons, and a Jokic. The third team, a Luka. So all 5 Lukas made the NBA All-NBA team. A John Morant snuck in. Okay, he averaged 26, 8, and 9 on pretty good shooting. A Tatum. I'm surprised we haven't seen another Tatum, bro. Tatum went best record in the NBA, 72 and 10. He gets 1/3 team. A Jimmy, and a Jokic. So Jokic probably would have had 5 on here as well if he wasn't locked to center, because center only gets 1 representative per team. All defense, Paul George, Kawhi, Davis, and okay, interesting. Final standings, Tatum had the best record in the NBA, Luka 2nd, Jokic 3rd, Zion 4th, LeBron 5th, Anthony Davis 6th, Giannis 7th, Curry 8th, Jimmy Butler 9th, Durant 10th. Wow, okay, this is interesting. The Detroit Pistons, Team Bam Adebayo. Wow, Team Bam, actually great year. They get 51 and 31. The worst team, LaMelo Ball. I mean, I'm not trying to be a hater, but I'm not surprised. Man is not very big. He's kind of frail. Not a good defender. Not the best shooting tendencies. Team Trae Young really turned it around. That's pretty surprising. Their defense, again, just awful. But hey, Trae can score. Going back to all-star voting, only Curry and Luka got votes. Okay, Kyrie and Mitchell got a lot of votes. Yeah, pretty much on all these teams, like the 5 guys all scored around 22 to 25 points per game. Wow, Team Zion, everyone scored like 25 points a game. But yeah, pretty much every team looks similar. Siakam's team did not score the ball well. All right, the playoffs. We're going to simulate the first play-in game. Team Mitchell versus Team Randall. Team DeRozan versus Team Trae Young. Team Mitchell beats Team Randall. Team DeRozan beats Team Trae. In the West, Team Ja defeats Team Shea, and Team Harden defeats Team Paul George. Okay, here we go. And who will go? I think Team DeRozan will win this matchup, but let's see. Nope. Team Randall. Okay, so first round matchups, Luka versus Harden. I think we're all going to go Luka there. Second round, LeBron's versus Davis's. Now that is a fun matchup to see who the true superstar of LA is. Zion's versus Steph's. Sorry, Steph. I feel like this is going to go Team Zion's way. Denver and Memphis. So Team Jokic versus Team Morant. That's actually an interesting matchup because, like, bro, Morant in the open court, I think the Jokic's are going to struggle, but in the half court, the Jokic's are going to dominate. We've got Team Tatum versus Team Randall. I don't think Team Randall's winning a game there. This one's interesting. Team Durant versus Team Embiid. I think Team Durant's going to take that one. Team Jimmy versus Team Bam. Another teammate matchup. I'm going to go with Team Jimmy on that one, but it could be interesting. And then we got Team Giannis versus Team Mitchell. I think Team Giannis ends up taking that. So let's simulate the first round. All right, the Lukas sweep the Hardens. LeBron James beats Anthony Davis in 7. Now the Team Luka versus Team LeBron, maybe the 2 favorites, honestly, going into the season. The Zions absolutely dominated the Currys, and the Jokic's dominated the Morants. The Jimmys did sweep the Bams. The Giannis's did sweep the Mitchells. The Tatums sweep the Randalls, so the East is not competitive, except for round 1. Joel Embiid actually does win. He takes Durant to 7 and wins it. Round 2, I've got to make my predictions. I'm going to go Team Luka's. I'm going to go Team Jokic's. In the East, I'm going to go Team Embiid's. I think they pull off an upset, and I'm going to go Team Giannis's. Here we go. I was 1 of 4. I got one series right. I got the Lukas beating LeBron's. Got that right. Zion Williamson, he's inevitable, bro. You can't stop him. He beats Jokic's in 6. The Tatums, they just sweep the Embiids. Like, what were the box scores of this series like? Embiids were putting up some points, but the Tatums just, wow. Bro, the Tatums just dropped a ton of points every single game, bro. Embiid's had no chance. And then the Jimmys, bro. The Jimmy Butlers, bro, I feel like I know the last time these 2 teams played in the playoffs, the Bucks won, but last year the Heat did go further in the playoffs. I don't know, man. Milwaukee, I feel like the Heat, we're the kryptonite team of Milwaukee. I gotta say, I don't know. Milwaukee just seems the Heat, but we don't even have Bam. I feel like Bam is low-key the secret sauce to slowing the Bucks down, but they didn't even need him. Maybe I'm wrong about that. All right, my predictions here now for round conference finals. I'm going Team Zion and Team Tatum going to the NBA Finals. That's my prediction. Okay, now the Lukas sweep the Zion. Dude, my prediction game in this video has been terrible. I think I'm like literally like 2 for like 12 or something. And the Tatums win. Okay, I got that that, right? The Western Conference, obviously, Luka was the MVP. He won. And in the East, obviously, it was Tatum. So the two best teams all season, the Lukas and the Tatums. Ooh. Luka's a 97 overall. Tatum is a 95 overall. This is a really exciting matchup, bro, because I think Luka's obviously the better offensive player, a little bit more well-rounded, but I think, you know, Tatum, his skill set is so malleable. He fits in really well with other star players because I feel like he doesn't need the ball that much to be an effective player, but he's effective with it too, and he's a great defender. I think Jason Tatum is one of the best defenders in the NBA, so I don't know. Is it weird for me to say I think Luka's a better player than Tatum, but I kind of like the 5 Tatum unit a little bit better than I like the 5 Luka unit? I don't know. Is that weird? Here we go. Game 1 goes to Team Luka. They win by 8 points. Game 2 goes to Team Tatum. He wins by 7 points. So through 2 games, they've been pretty equal. Yeah. Tatum went off for 46. Luka went off game 1. All right. Every game, like, one of them goes off. The stats are like the same on both teams, like every game. But is the difference the assists, maybe? Yeah, the Lukas are getting way more assists per game, it looks like, but I don't know if that's enough. I guess the Tatums just got the ISO scoring, so Lukas take game 3 by 31 points. So maybe the passing is the difference here. Game 4, the Lukas take it. All right, I'm kind of rooting for Team Tatums to push it to game 7 just for the excitement, but it looks like, you know, I was again wrong with my predictions. I don't know why I went against Luka Doncic twice predicting him. He literally was the favorite over and over again, and he wins the championship. The Luka that wins Finals MVP goes 30 points per game, 10 assists, 9 rebounds, great shooting. So honestly, I think that makes sense because Luka, if you really think about it, he's one of the best 3 passers in the NBA. He's definitely one of the best 3 scorers. He can score at every level: the post, the drive, the mid-range, the 3-point. He has amazing handle. Honestly, Luka is like literally a perfect player. He's kind of like what LeBron was like 4 years ago, where you can't stop him. And I know he's a little slow for defense, but my man is listed at 6'7". I'm pretty sure he's actually taller than that in real life. So I think he's probably closer to 6'8" or 6'9". Like, I'm not even kidding. That it makes sense. It makes sense in hindsight. I don't know why I ever picked against Team Luka. I think I was like I was on Team Luka a lot in the beginning, and then I was like, I don't know, the Tatums. I feel like Tatum is also taller than it says he is too, bro. The game says he's 6'8". I swear this dude, Jason Tatum, is taller than 6'8". But yeah, let me know if that's who you guys thought was gonna win. If we did this with an all-time tournament, who do you guys think would take it? I personally think the team that would take it would be the 2017 LeBron James, 2018 LeBron James. But I think you could make a case for one of the Jordan teams as well. Or honestly, Luka, bro. His skill set is just very good because he can fulfill the offensive role of all 5 positions. So I think that's why. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's an NBA hypothetical you want me to do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.